when I was your age, I didn't have a phone. No? Social media was something, it didn't even exist. Right, I'm going to talk to you just 5 minutes. We all know what happened. We know the rumor, no? Do we know it? Sure. Okay, sure. So there was a grey vehicle driving around and causing harm to people, right? Now what we need to be aware of is that there's rumors, there's good secrets, and there's bad secrets. If I tell you a secret today and you're my friend, I would expect that you would keep that secret. No? It's between me and you. You're my chummy. But if I tell you a bad secret, and I expect you to keep it, surely I'm not your friend. Surely. Yeah, that's the truth. If I'm telling you something which is wrong or bad, you don't keep that secret, because it's not right. And in this day and age of social media, a secret can spread like wildfire, like mlilo, quickly. And when it burns, it will hurt. Because it's not a nice thing. If I start a rumor about you today and it's a lie, I can spread it to all these people by typing maybe just some words on my phone. And then press send. Because I'm unhappy with you. Next thing, everybody's unhappy with you. And that's what we need to be aware of. Yes, the principal said it. This social media is fantastic. Right now I can get on my phone and I can Google something. I can find out a stat that maybe you need for your exam. I can tell you, in fact, that the unemployment rate in the Eastern Cape is such and such. It should make you want to study harder. Right? In the last 3 months, the unemployment rate has increased in the Eastern Cape. Right? Month on month. And I can get this all from my phone. And these are good, this is good information. Right? I can also get information about systems that can help me on my phone. So today I just wanted to, and I said 5 minutes, and hopefully this is the beginning of a conversation. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking with you. And you need to understand that there's different levels, right? And if you're not happy with the way somebody speaks to you, it's about speaking together. And that's what we're trying to do here. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you what not to do and what to do on your phone. It's your phone. Who has a phone in this room? Sure, I'm not going to tell you what to do with that, right? You've all got WhatsApp, you all do that. I'm going to teach you 3 things. 3 things I'm going to talk to you about now, right? And I'm going to tell you some do's and some don'ts. The first couple are simple. Do, right? Use the technology. If you don't use the technology, you'll be left behind. I can promise you this. Because this is the future. These little devices that you have in your hands, that you're always checking your friends on them, Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, it's the future. So use them. That's a good thing. Do. The other thing is use it for the right reasons. Because if you use it for the wrong reasons, you can find yourself in trouble. And it won't be me, a nice gentleman like myself, talking to you. It will be somebody from the SAPS talking to you. Because some of this can be illegal. Right? I'm sure some of you that are older understand defeating the ends of justice. You know, if you give the police wrong information, you can be charged. It's a criminal offense, right? So you need to be aware of that. So the do is use your technology for the right reason. If you know it's true, you can post it. If you know it is not true or you don't know, then don't post it. Right? If you don't know the rumor that I've told you is true, then you should not repost it. Surely. I mean, that's what you just said now, isn't it? Yeah. If I don't know that you got 90% for your stats exam or your maths exam, I shouldn't put it on my WhatsApp, should I? And I shouldn't send it to everybody, because that's wrong. So there's some don'ts. Don't repeat it if you're not sure. If you're not 100% sure of my name today when you leave here, rather ask somebody. Otherwise you'd end up calling me Upred Songa. That's not me. And be sure. Bread, 2 teeth. Sure. So there's some don'ts, and we can all laugh because it's funny, but somebody can get hurt. And it's very, very quickly that somebody can get hurt. And if you've been reading the news recently, you'll know who gets hurt mostly in our country. Who? Surely you know, because somebody should have told you. It's women and young girls. So this rumor that was started was about women and young girls. So why should I make you more scared already? When the information in my newspaper tells me that it's you that are most at stake, isn't it? So let's think about this, people. Let's just think about it. So don't repeat it if it's not true. Don't spread it. It's not butter again. It's not margarine. It's not... what are you using at home here? It's not that here. Don't spread it. Right? Don't spread it. And you know about a fire? No? I'm sure we've all started a fire. If I don't put anything on the fire, what happens? What happens? It goes out. No? So every time you repost it or you respread it, you're just putting wood on the fire. And then it becomes a big fire. And somebody gets hurt. So the young lady who started this rumor, she was very brave. She came forward and she said, look, this was just a joke. A joke, I'm joking. Hey, relax. It's not my first language, isn't it? So she was joking. And she came forward, she was brave enough, and she said, no, it's a joke. And it ended there, no? But it could have got much, much worse. Much worse. And that's all I needed to share with you today, because we're talking together. It's a conversation. And I'm going to give you some other things, some tips. You need to know your details. So say, for example, this rumor was true. What would have happened if it was true? There's no point us saying, don't spread it, it's a rumor. Yes, it's a rumor, it was a joke, it stopped. If it was true, there's some things you need to know. So I've told you, don't spread it like butter because it's not. Don't tell it if it's not true. And if it was true, you need to know your details. You need to know exactly who you are, where you come from, and what the emergency number is entering. And you need to know it. It's not a joke, you must know it. Yeah? If I asked you right now, who must I phone if something happens to you? Now. You must be able to tell me those digits. Yeah? Or it must be on your phone. ICE, in case of emergency. It's on your phone. Right? You need to keep a safe distance. Strangers. I'm a stranger, isn't it? Yeah. I like this young lady. I don't want to. I'm a stranger. And there's a safe distance you keep to strangers. There's no hugging, there's no touching. I'm a stranger. Understand that. Right? Doesn't matter how nice you think I am. And if this grey Golf had materialized, what would you have done? Gone to the window and said, can I help you? No, so you keep a safe distance. Now the social media is becoming real because something will happen to you. Right? And it won't be a joke. So, and you need to speak. There's a number of organizations that allow young people to speak. Upstart is one of them. I work with them. Kamva Youth across the road is another. Access Music. There's a number. I'm sure you know of them. Speak. Speak to somebody. I would say speak to your teachers. But at this exam time, maybe you don't like your teachers so much. So speak to somebody else. Okay? Speak to somebody. Don't keep it inside. And don't let it spread and take over your life. No? Speak. If somebody's posting things about you, pictures of you, and lies about you, issues about your new hairstyle, speak to somebody. Right? Make them stop, because it's your right. Okay, so that was about strangers, and then we spoke about good secrets and bad secrets. There's nothing wrong with keeping a secret. If me and you are chommies, we can keep a secret. Right? And it's our secret. But when I'm not your chommy, I shouldn't share that secret with everybody just because now we've broken up as best friends. We're no longer BFFs. All right? Sure. And the last thing I'm going to say is just have a friend. Have a buddy. Nobody can go through this thing called life alone. Nobody. Even Jesus had 12 disciples, no? You can't do it alone. So have a friend. And your friend should know where you are if you are not where you're supposed to be. So if you are not at home, and your parents don't know where you are, then your chommy must know where you are, isn't it? Because if I ask your chommy and she doesn't know, or he doesn't know, because I'm talking to men and women. It's not just because you guys think you're God, dummies, you're saying. Because anything can happen at any time. I can start a rumor now about you, that will spread. hurt him as much as it will hurt you, isn't it? You think it hurts less because he's a man? Sure. Okay, so that's me. If you've got questions, there's some numbers that I can give you. One of these numbers that I must give you, you all know this number already. What is it? 111. 10111. 10111. You know that number? I have to give it to you because that's the number that we're mandated to give you. But you should all have another number. You should have a friend's number, right? You should have somebody that you can speak to about issues like this. And remember this one thing. Nobody has the right to make you feel less than. Nobody. Not me. Nobody. Not your best friend. Not the coolest girl in school. Nobody has the right to make you feel less than. And it's very easy to do in this day and age. I just send a WhatsApp to 50 people. I saw this guy doing this and this. Isn't it? Sure. I'm not going to take any questions because you've got enough questions in your exam papers.
Is really, really important. And because it's so easy to cause damage without it. And I just want to add two things myself. The one is my grandmother used to live with me, and she was 94 at the time, and she really struggled with that 10111 number. So we told her, just remember 10, 11, 12, because the 12 will fall away because you've already dialed the number. So that's easier for you to remember than you are one of those people who struggles with numbers. And the other thing is to remember, much as we can use our phones as an aggressive weapon against other people, we can also use them as a defensive weapon. So if you do find yourself in a situation that you find uncomfortable, you feel that you're being threatened, by all means turn on a voice note to someone who can come and assist you. Make sure you mention something about your location. But again, that's obviously not something you would ever do as a joke. But in all seriousness, if you feel you need to use your phone to protect you, you have that capability right with you at all times. So don't forget, you can take pictures of people if they look like they're trying something on with you that you can then report later. You can put on a voice note very easily to your best friend if you're seriously